Ever feel like you're losing yourself just to keep others happy? There's a fine line between being kind and people-pleasing, and crossing it can cost you your authenticity. In this video, we're unpacking how to find the balance between staying true to yourself and maintaining healthy, respectful relationships, without guilt, burnout, or resentment. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the bell for more honest tools to help you grow in confidence, communication, and self-respect. Let's explore how to show up fully without shrinking to fit, starting right now. 1. Understand the core of authenticity. Authenticity means aligning your actions, words, and choices with your true values, beliefs, and identity. It involves self-awareness, knowing what you stand for, and the courage to live in integrity with that truth. Being authentic doesn't mean being brutally honest or inconsiderate. Rather, it's about honoring your own voice while still respecting others. Many people lose touch with their authenticity by constantly trying to meet others' expectations or gain approval. Start by asking yourself, what do I value? What do I need? What feels right to me? The clearer you are about who you are, the easier it becomes to navigate social pressures without compromising yourself. 2. Recognize people-pleasing patterns. People-pleasing often stems from a deep need for acceptance or fear of conflict. It may manifest as constantly saying yes, avoiding confrontation, or downplaying your needs to keep the peace. While it can feel like kindness, it's often driven by anxiety or low self-worth. Over time, people-pleasing leads to burnout, resentment, and a disconnection from your true self. You might feel frustrated but unsure why, often because you've abandoned your boundaries in service of others' comfort. Identifying your patterns is the first step to breaking them. 3. Set boundaries as acts of self-respect. Boundaries are essential for balancing authenticity in relationships. They define what's acceptable to you and what isn't, emotionally, mentally, physically, and energetically. Many people-pleasers fear setting boundaries will push others away, but in reality, healthy boundaries strengthen relationships by building clarity and mutual respect. Saying no is not rejection, it's an affirmation of your needs. Begin with small steps. Communicate when something feels uncomfortable or speak up when you're being stretched too thin. 4. Evaluate your motives in social situations. To find the balance between authenticity and people-pleasing, examine the why behind your behavior. Are you acting out of genuine care or from fear of disapproval? Are you engaging in a conversation because you want to or because you feel obligated? Check in with your emotions. Does the action bring you energy or leave you drained? These insights help you notice when you're stepping out of alignment. It's easy to slip into autopilot and say yes when you mean no or agree when you're uncertain. Pause before responding. If something feels off, give yourself space to consider. 5. Practice honest communication with compassion. Balancing authenticity and people-pleasing requires the courage to be honest while maintaining kindness. Honest communication doesn't mean saying everything you think. It means expressing what's true for you in a respectful and thoughtful way. When you speak your truth with compassion, others are more likely to listen and understand. For example, instead of bluntly rejecting an invite, you can say, "I really appreciate the offer, but I need some quiet time tonight." This approach honors both your needs and the relationship. If something bothers you, address it calmly instead of bottling it up. 6. Let go of the need to be liked by everyone. Trying to be liked by everyone is an impossible and exhausting goal. No matter how kind, helpful, or agreeable you are, someone will disagree, disapprove, or misunderstand you. Chasing universal approval often forces you to edit or shrink yourself. Letting go of this need liberates you to be more authentic. Focus instead on being respected and understood by those who matter. This doesn't mean being rude or indifferent. It means choosing inner peace over constant performance. Ask yourself, would I rather be liked for who I'm not or respected for who I am? True connection comes from honesty, not perfection. 7. Balance assertiveness with empathy. Assertiveness is often misunderstood as aggression, but true assertiveness is simply honest self-expression with respect for others. It's the sweet spot between passivity, people-pleasing, and aggression, dominating. When you're assertive, you communicate your needs clearly, calmly, and confidently, without guilt. But you also listen to others with empathy and openness. For instance, saying, "I hear your concerns, and I also need time to think before deciding," affirms both perspectives. Balancing assertiveness with empathy keeps conversations constructive and respectful. You honor your voice without silencing theirs. Practice using I statements instead of blaming language. "I feel overwhelmed when," instead of "you always." This style reduces defensiveness and invites mutual understanding. 8. Accept discomfort as part of growth. Being authentic, especially after years of people-pleasing, can feel uncomfortable. Saying no, setting boundaries, or expressing differing opinions might bring guilt, anxiety, or fear of rejection. That discomfort doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It means you're growing. Lean into it. Discomfort is the price of living in alignment. It's a temporary experience that leads to long-term peace and confidence. Over time, your nervous system adjusts and actions that once felt scary become normal. Celebrate small wins. Each time you speak up or honor your truth, you strengthen your sense of self. You also teach others how to relate to the real you, not a version curated to please. 9. Surround yourself with safe, supportive people. Environment shapes behavior. If you're surrounded by people who only accept you when you conform, it's harder to stay authentic. Seek out relationships where you feel seen, respected, and encouraged to be your full self. These people won't punish your honesty or withdraw affection when you set boundaries. They'll celebrate your self-awareness and root for your growth. Supportive communities make it easier to unlearn people-pleasing because you don't have to constantly perform or manage others' emotions. In return, you offer the same safety and honesty. As you grow more aligned, some relationships may naturally fade, and that's okay. 10. Make authenticity a daily practice. Authenticity isn't a one-time declaration. It's a practice. Each day brings choices. Do I honor what I need, or do I avoid discomfort? Do I speak up, or stay silent to keep the peace? The more consistently you choose alignment over approval, the stronger your inner voice becomes. Journaling, mindfulness, and reflection can help you stay connected to your truth. Ask yourself, where did I honor myself today? Where did I people please? What would I do differently next time? Don't aim for perfection. Aim for progress. Over time, authenticity becomes your default setting, not just a brave moment here and there. All right, that's a wrap on finding the balance between being authentic and being agreeable. Because keeping the peace shouldn't mean losing yourself. Take a deep breath, stand in your truth, and remember, you can be kind and clear, supportive, and self-respecting. If this helped you draw that line more confidently, give it a thumbs up and share one shift you're making to honor your voice in the comments. And if you're here for more tools to build confidence, boundaries, and emotional clarity, don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss what's next. Catch you in the next one.